I spent over 10 years hustling, basically. So I was seeing results, but I was never happy. I don't know. It was always like, I felt like I wasn't enough. I made tons of money off social media from different sources. I sold all kind of stuff and eventually realized I was the problem. And so I don't want you to repeat the same mistake I did over the years. And honestly, I wish there was one thing I could stop doing right away. And here is how I'm going to change that. While I was working, I was always trying to make extra cash by selling clothes, creating my YouTube video, creating blogs, doing everything possible that was in my imagination. And of course, I was doing all at once, which brings me to my first issue. I was so desperate for immediate money that I took every project possible. And I wasn't focused on just one goal. I was just hustling like crazy. I invested my little cash and my little time that I had into products without doing the proper market research. I was shooting videos on one topic on one channel and then about another whole different topic in another channel, and even tried doing live streams, doing gameplays. Like, I was trying everything. So you can predict the result, but if you don't see it yet, it was a total chaos. Please don't try to do 1,000 things at the same time, because it can produce another big issue I had. Watching others succeed and studying how they did it, either, by watching YouTube videos or reading books or buying courses, only fueled my frustration. Nothing really seemed to be working really well for me. No one bought my clothes. People were not watching my videos. And on my live trips, it was just me, myself, and maybe one person, and that's it. I was pouring so much work and nothing clicked, nothing really worked for me. Just imagine having to be present at your best friend's party, that main event that your kid is going to have finally in school, and then your anniversary trip is going on, and just imagine all that happening at the same time, the same day. You simply can't be everywhere at once. I used to say, you need a table with 4 legs to keep it stable. But what I eventually learned is that you actually can have a leg with one really stable leg and just start there. And once that leg is solid, you can move on and start adding more legs. I decided to focus on that stable leg. And girl, it changed everything. Focusing on that single goal allowed me to hit 6 figures a year working from home without worrying about balancing 20,000 projects at the same time. And it was so happy, but that brought my next issue. And this is when life threw me a curveball. I got way too comfortable. I thought I'd never lose my social media work. I had a great toned body. I was looking amazing. I'm so sad about it. I had time to, style my hair, take the most beautiful pic, just work on my videos, and working all the, scheduling all the work behind you need that usually takes a whole team. I was doing it myself. But then I got pregnant, and don't get me wrong, I really wanted that. I was trying for a baby for so long, and when it finally happened, it just hit me so hard. I started getting a lot of hateful comments because my body wasn't the same. I lost thousands of followers and my account got stuck, basically. So I moved to my Kindle business. I was super focused on it, making money, making a lot of sales, but I was spending more than what I earned. To be honest, I was just chasing instant results. And then when they didn't come, my earnings just shrank until I could barely keep it going. Luckily, I learned a lot about selling on the way. And that's exactly what I shared with you in this channel. Plus, everything I learned when I was working in digital marketing for big companies, as I always mentioned. That was like best job ever. I was just not getting paid really well for all the work I was doing. When my baby was born, everything changed. I became a stay-at-home mom, and that's actually what I wanted. But I didn't know it also meant being jobless and broke, and it was so different than what I thought it was going to be. And it was so hard for me to find a job because who's going to hire someone that hasn't been in an office in over 4 years? And even if I did. Daycare down here in Miami, let me tell you, is $1,800 a month. I wasn't about to hand over more than half of my graphic designer's salary just to be away from my baby. That's not how it works. It doesn't make sense. So that's why I created Mista. My goal is to have a space where moms like me can build a community and support each other. But then my biggest challenge and problem sheet, I have zero patience. I feel like I was failing like I always do. When I didn't see instant results, I was just ready to quit. And then I remember how I was giving up on videos in the past just because they were not giving me instant results. And basically they were not blowing right away. Even though those videos eventually, by the time of the year, they grew on views. I got a lot of followers from it and comments, and people were excited about it. But it wasn't until after 1 year or two when they finally were working. So basically, I was letting the impatience take the best of me, I guess. I don't know. I don't think I said that right. But it beat me, it won, and I'm not going to let that happen again. So girl, listen to me, please. You cannot escape the process. And this is what I always tell you. You cannot have a... Talking about babies, 1 second. You cannot have a baby without going through the pregnancy. That just doesn't make sense. If you are not seeing process, just wait. Listen to me. Replay this. Wait. Keep changing little things here and there. Try something new every single day and let it simmer. Now, this is when I need you to take a pen and a paper and take a minute to yourself. How many legs does my table have? Are any of those legs are stable, or they're like, unstable, flimsy? If some of them are shaking, just focus on the one that seems to be the more stable. Put the flimsy ones aside for now and straighten that main leg with a small and steady step. I'm telling you, work on it for 1 year or two. Just make teeny tiny changes, like just cut a little bit from here, add a little bit there, and just test it. Once it's holding up well, just add another leg and then another. You're going to start having that what is the name of it? I forgot. Momentum. You're going to start having that momentum, that the money you make from one company is going to help you to build the other one, and you already have the knowledge to do it. Toma, mi amor. Again, trust me, once you build that foundation, you'll know exactly how to keep it all stable. And if you're still wondering how to make money, don't worry, girl. Here's this video right here, where I give you 5 out of the box business ideas that can help you, especially if you're a mom that stays home and like me. So you can use any of that and then tell me like, yeah, I use it, blah blah blah, whatever. I see you next week. Bye. Mwah.